The internet is losing its mind right now because Kodak Black just called out 21 Savage, and not in a playful way. We're talking about full-blown betrayal, shady business, and behind-the-scenes drama that's got fans saying, wait, they were cool just last month. Something went seriously wrong between two rappers who once called each other brothers in the game. But Kodak's latest rant made it clear that bond, it's over. According to sources, Kodak feels like 21 Savage has been sneaking behind his back, trying to make industry moves that push him out of the picture. And when Kodak finally found out, let's just say he didn't hold back. He aired everything out. The lies, the fake love, the quiet shade, and fans are shocked. It all started with a studio session that turned into a Cold War, secret DMs that weren't supposed to leak, and a business deal that might have changed everything. Kodak's saying one thing, you can't call me twin and plot behind me at the same time. But the real question is, what did 21 Savage actually do? And how deep does this betrayal go? Because if Kodak's telling the truth, this could shake the whole rap game. At first, everything looked solid between Kodak Black and 21 Savage, two rappers from different worlds, one from Florida's trenches, the other repping Atlanta's cold streets, but with the same code, loyalty over everything. Fans loved seeing them link up, joking around on Instagram Live, hyping each other's projects, even teasing a possible collab tape. On the surface, it was brotherhood, but behind the cameras, something wasn't right. People close to Kodak say he started noticing energy shifts months ago, little things at first. 21 Savage suddenly too busy to pull up to Kodak's studio sessions. Missed FaceTime calls, that scene notification that stayed unanswered for days. But Kodak brushed it off. Bruh probably just locked in his bag, he told his team. Ain't nothing personal. But then came the feature. Kodak had been sitting on a track called Pressure Built Diamonds, a soulful, street-heavy anthem he thought would be perfect for him and 21. It was meant to be a moment, two real ones talking real pain. He sent the record to 21's camp, got a bet bro, I'm on it text back. And then nothing. Weeks went by, no verse, no update. Then out of nowhere, Kodak's producer calls him up one morning like, Ayo Yak, you might want to check 21's IG story. And there it was. 21 Savage previewing a new track with almost the exact same beat and hook. Different title, but fans immediately pointed out the similarities. Yo, why this sound like Kodak's song? Didn't Yak tease that same hook last month? 21 stole the wave? Kodak didn't say a word at first, but people close to him say that was the moment the trust cracked. One insider said Kodak felt played. Not just about the song, but the principle. He don't care about no feature, it's about respect. If you say you got me, then move like it. Still, Kodak tried to keep it quiet. He told his manager, nah, I ain't trying to start nothing online. I'ma talk to bro man-to-man. But that man-to-man never happened, because 21 Savage allegedly stopped answering completely. That's when the whispers started. According to sources, there was already tension between the two camps over something way bigger. A record label deal Kodak was working on with a major streaming platform. The rumor? 21's management had also been in talks with the same platform. And after some private conversations, Kodak's offer got mysteriously pulled. The timeline didn't make sense, until it did. Kodak's deal had been greenlit in early summer. But just weeks after 21, Savage's team had a closed-door meeting with the same execs. The offer was canceled due to internal restructuring. Kodak's people didn't buy that excuse. When word got back to Kodak, he reportedly slammed his phone down and said, "Man, these NM's fake. Smile in your face, but they don't want to see you win." From that moment on, the energy shifted publicly too. Kodak stopped commenting on 21's posts. He didn't repost 21's American Dream Tour flyers, even though he was supposed to make a surprise appearance in Miami. Fans noticed the silence. Why Yak so quiet about 21's success? Something feels off between them. Don't tell me another brotherhood falling apart. But Kodak's breaking point came one night in Atlanta, during a private listening party 21 Savage was hosting. Kodak pulled up, uninvited, just to show love. But witnesses say when he walked in, the room went cold. One of 21's people allegedly whispered, "Yo, what he doing here?" Kodak tried to dap 21 up. The handshake? Half-hearted. The vibe? Awkward. Then Kodak noticed a familiar face in the corner, one of his old engineers, now working with 21's team. He leaned over and asked quietly, "Oh, so that's where you at now?" The engineer just shrugged. That's when 21 turned and said something Kodak didn't expect. According to a witness, 21 said, "Ain't no sides in business, fam, it's just moves." That line, it hit different. Kodak felt disrespected. He didn't say much that night, he just left early. But on the drive back to his hotel, he reportedly told his team, "Aight, they think I'm soft, bet." And from that point, everything went downhill. Fast. A few days later, Kodak went live on Instagram. No filter, no holding back. The clip has since gone viral. You could see the pain in his eyes when he said, "It'd be your own people trying to take your shine. I don't care about no collab. I care about loyalty. No run in smiling in my face, then sneak around like I ain't gonna find out." He never said 21's name, but fans knew. The internet connected the dots instantly. Damn, he talking about 21 for sure. This industry is full of snakes. I knew something was off between them. Meanwhile, 21 Savage stayed silent. No tweets, no responses. Just one Instagram story that said, "Never argue with someone you once fed." That story set the internet on fire. Fans went crazy. 21 just shaded Kodak. Bro really said fed? That's a diss. This beef about to get ugly. And that's exactly what happened. Because if you thought Kodak was mad before, what he did next would change everything. He was hurt. And when Kodak's hurt, he doesn't stay quiet for long. After that shady Instagram story from 21 Savage, "Never argue with someone you once fed," Kodak went radio silent for almost 48 hours. No posts, no lives, just quiet. But everybody knew that silence meant something big was coming. And then, just like that, boom, Kodak dropped a live that broke the internet. He was sitting in a dark room, hoodie up, ice shining under dim light, voice low but tight with emotion. "Y'all keep playing with me like I'm slow or something. But God don't sleep," he started. "Everything done in the dark gonna come to light." Then, he turned his phone camera toward his TV screen. On it, screenshots, real ones, text messages between a major streaming exec and what looked like 21 Savage's manager, messages talking about how 21's upcoming project was a better fit for the campaign than Kodak's. Fans lost it. And all this real? 21's team blocked Kodak from the deal? This industry fake as hell. Kodak scrolled through the texts one by one, exposing the whole conversation. "They was talking behind my back the whole time," he said. "I ain't even know bro was playing chess while I was trying to show love." He didn't say 21's name directly, but he didn't need to. Every line pointed straight at him. One text even said, "If we go with Savage for this deal, we'll need to delay Kodak's rollout quietly." That one message made fans erupt. Twitter, TikTok, and Reddit all blew up with hashtags like Fraud Kodak vs 21, Snake Season, and Behind His Back. But while fans were still processing the leak, 21 Savage's team quickly responded, through a close source who spoke to a major blog. They claimed Kodak had taken things out of context. The texts, they said, were real, but it wasn't sabotage, just business. "Didn't block Kodak," the source said. The label had to choose one artist for the campaign. Kodak's numbers weren't ready. That's not personal, that's strategy. But that explanation didn't calm things down. It made things worse. Because Kodak's fans weren't buying it. They started flooding 21's comments with snake emojis. Every new post, every promo, every story, thousands of... And when one fan commented, "You fake for what you did to Kodak," 21 responded with just 3 words, "Stop the cap." That simple reply set the internet ablaze again. Yo, he not denying it though. He just called Kodak a liar. Nah, this about to go too far. And it did. Because a day later, Kodak posted something nobody expected. An old video of him and 21 Savage in the studio years ago, laughing, recording, drinking, having the time of their lives. But the caption? That's what hurt. Crazy how the same ones who say "I got you" be the first ones plotting. "You can't call me twin and snake me" in the same sentence. Within minutes, the post hit over 1 million likes. Fans flooded the comments. Even rappers started choosing sides. Lil Durk commented with the eyes emoji. Boozy wrote, "They do it for money, not morals." Even DJ Academics posted, "Man, this Kodak versus 21 thing getting too real." The situation escalated fast. Behind the scenes, insiders say Kodak's team tried to reach out privately to fix it, but 21 wasn't having it. He allegedly told a mutual friend, "If you want to take it public, let's take it public." And so he did. Young Savage finally broke his silence on Instagram Live. Sitting in his mansion, calm but clearly irritated, he said, "I don't sneak behind nobody's back. I don't do that lame industry stuff. I make moves for me, not against nobody. If you think I stopped you bag, that's on you, not me. Real recognize real, send fake recognize attention. Fake recognize attention." The last line? Fans knew exactly who that was aimed at. Kodak saw the clip and posted just 2 words: "Say less." And that's when he dropped a diss snippet, a rough, unreleased song titled "Loyalty Ain't Free." In it, Kodak rapped, "You called me twin. Now you switchin' like a fan blade. Tried to block my shine. Still, I'm lit like lampshade." Fans went crazy. Within hours, the snippet hit millions of views. "This man in his bag effer," one fan tweeted. "You can feel the pain in them bars." But while Kodak was venting through music, 21 Savage went for the subtle approach, petty, strategic, and silent. A week later, he dropped a freestyle on YouTube called Chess Moves. It didn't name drop Kodak, but the bars said enough. They emotional. "I'm focused on elevation, can't beef with anacrons who need validation." And that's all it took. The internet split right down the middle. Team Kodak versus Team 21. One side calling Kodak real for exposing fake energy, the other calling him emotional for making private business public. Fans started debating like it was a courtroom. "Bro, Kodak always keep it 100. He ain't lying." Nah, 21 just smarter. This business ain't friendship. They both hurt, that's what it is. Even the media started spinning it. TMZ called it a modern-day rap betrayal. The Shade Room called it friendship gone sour. And Say Cheese posted, "Kodak Black exposes 21 Savage for industry sneak moves. Fans divided." But behind the noise, both camps were quietly plotting their next moves. Kodak was furious. Yes, but more than that, he felt embarrassed. People close to him said he felt like everyone was laughing at him, like he'd been made to look naive for trusting 21. Meanwhile, 21 Savage told his circle he was done explaining himself. He reportedly said, "Let the music talk. I don't do internet wars." Still, deep down, everyone in the industry knew this wasn't over. Not even close. Because just when you thought things couldn't get worse, something else leaked. Something that would turn this beef from business to personal. A leaked voice memo. A mysterious clip appeared on Twitter late one night. A recording of someone who sounded a lot like 21 Savage talking to a mutual industry contact. The voice said, "Kodak too unpredictable, bro. He good for a single, not for a partnership. That's why I told them don't waste the budget." And with that single line, the internet exploded again. Fans were furious. Kodak was livid. This wasn't just a misunderstanding anymore. This was betrayal. Kodak went live again, eyes red, clearly emotional. "Y'all heard it y'allself. Man said don't waste the budget on me. Bro, we was just eating together, talking about family, talking about being solid. Now I'm just a risk? I'd bet." And that's when he ended the live with one haunting line. "I ain't forgiving this one, ever." The war lines were drawn. What started as music business had now become personal war. But neither of them knew. A third party was about to jump in and make things 10 times worse. The morning after Kodak's explosive live, hip-hop was on fire. You couldn't scroll Twitter, TikTok, or even YouTube without seeing clips of Kodak calling out 21 Savage, voice shaking with rage. Fans dissected every second, every syllable like it was an episode of Power. But what nobody expected was how fast the whole rap game would get involved. Because in hip-hop, beef spreads faster than wildfire. And loyalty. Loyalty gets tested. By noon that same day, rappers, producers, and even managers were choosing sides. Lil Baby unfollowed Kodak on Instagram. Fans noticed immediately. Wait, Baby unfollowed Yak? He riding with 21? Damn, this got the whole ATL moving different. Bro, this not just beef anymore, this an industry war. And that's exactly what it became. Behind the scenes, Kodak's camp was furious. According to someone close to him, he told his team, "They trying to isolate me, make me the bad guy. I'ma remind these folks who really started this wave." So he started calling in favors. Old collaborators, street legends, DJs. He wanted the world to remember who Kodak Black really was. Not some emotional rapper crying online, but a certified name that built a generation. Meanwhile, 21 Savage's side was staying cool, calm, and calculated. He wasn't posting, wasn't reacting, wasn't doing interviews. But word spread that he was working on something, a surprise track that would set the record straight. Industry insiders whispered, if 21 drops that diss, it's over. But before he could, another twist hit the timeline, and it came from someone no one saw coming. NBA Youngboy. Out of nowhere, Youngboy went live, laughing while playing Kodak's Loyalty Ain't Free snippet in the background. He looked straight into the camera and said, "Man, I told y'all these industry dudes fake. Savage don't like nobody winning but him." That one clip, less than 15 seconds, changed everything. It instantly turned the Kodak versus 21 feud into something way bigger. Florida versus Atlanta. The comments went wild. YB speaking facts again. This turning into a war zone. Not YB joining the mix. Even Boozy chimed in during an interview. I don't blame Kodak for how he feel. You can't smile in somebody's face and then backdoor him on some money move. That's how dudes lose respect. Fans started connecting dots. Every little thing 21 Savage had said in interviews, every subtle post, was suddenly seen as shade. Like that old Complex clip where 21 said, I don't hang with too many rappers. Most of them too emotional. Fans pulled it up and started tagging Kodak under it. He been talking about you, bro. Kodak's supporters ran with it. They made memes, reaction videos, even conspiracy threads breaking down 21's lyrics. One viral TikTok claimed, 21's been jealous of Kodak since Tunnel Vision. But just when everyone thought Kodak was winning the internet, 21 Savage finally broke his silence. Again. This time it wasn't a live or a post. It was music. He dropped a freestyle on SoundCloud called Cold Blooded. No promo, no announcement, just bars. And the lyrics? Ruthless. They emotional online, I'm silent when I strike, talkin' loyalty. But you ain't loyal to your mic. You beefin' for attention. I'm beefin' for respect. Check the scoreboard. You just talk, I collect. Fans went insane. The track was trending on Twitter within minutes. Even people who didn't pick sides were saying, this the hardest 21 sound in a minute. Kodak, of course, heard it instantly. People around him said he was pacing in the studio, fuming. Aight, he said. You want to talk on beats? I'ma show him who invented that pain music. Within 24 hours, Kodak posted a snippet of his response track, Twin Turned Snake. The beat? Menacing. The tone? Dark, and the bars? Personal. You left the trenches, started talking like the suit dudes. Guess money change hearts quicker than YouTube. Said you was my twin, now you actin' brand new, Snake and Dior. I can still see the old you. It was raw, emotional, pain disguised as fury. The internet went wild. Even rappers who'd been silent started paying attention. Meek Mill tweeted, this the energy the game been missing. Meanwhile, industry whispers said both labels, Kodak's and 21's, were terrified. This beef wasn't boosting sales anymore. It was starting to get too real. Because remember, this wasn't just music. There were business deals, money, reputations, and alliances on the line. A major producer told an outlet, they both got real street ties. This ain't no publicity stunt no more. Too much pride, too much ego. And that's when another twist hit the internet, one that nobody saw coming. Leaked DMs, screenshots surfaced showing 21 Savage messaging someone from Kodak's label saying, tell bro it ain't personal, I just can't trust unstable energy around my brand. That one line destroyed any chance of peace. Kodak reposted the DMs with a single caption. I was unstable when you needed that verse though, huh? Boom explosion, every major outlet posted it. Fans started saying 21 had officially crossed the line. Even people who weren't Team Kodak began agreeing that 21's tone was disrespectful. But 21's fans clapped back. They claimed the DMs were fake, AI generated. One fan wrote, bruh, y'all making up screenshots now. Chill. Another said, this all promo, watch they drop a collab next month. Except this time, Kodak wasn't joking. His cousin went live that same night saying, Yak really feel betrayed, bro. This ain't no marketing move. That boy loved 21 like a brother. This personal now. And as if things couldn't get messier, another rapper jumped in, Drake. Drake posted a cryptic story the next day that said, two kings shouldn't beef over crumbs. Fans immediately tied it to the Kodak and 21 situation. Remember, Drake had done music with both of them. Now he was in the middle. Blogs started speculating. Drake trying to play peacemaker between Kodak and 21. Drizzy caught in the crossfire. Why Drake always end up in the middle of rap beefs? According to insiders, Drake actually did call both of them privately, trying to calm things down. But only one picked up. Kodak. A source close to him said Drake told him, "Don't let the internet win. Handle this like a boss." Kodak appreciated the call but reportedly said, "This deeper than music now, bruh. You can't unhear the things that was said." The situation was spiraling and started losing followers. Kodak's streaming numbers skyrocketed. Every blogger, every podcaster, every reaction YouTuber was milking the story. People were calling it the coldest rap fallout since Drake and Meek. And as the pressure mounted, both artists found themselves backed into a corner, fans demanding responses, the media watching their every move. That's when whispers began about a meeting. Apparently mutual friends, including Drake, DJ Khaled, and Metro Boomin, had arranged for Kodak and 21 to meet privately, off camera, and talk things out. No phones, no cameras, no entourage. It was supposed to be a truce. But according to people who were there, the conversation didn't go how anyone hoped. When Kodak arrived, he barely looked at 21. He sat down, crossed his arms, and said, "You could have called me before you went public." 21 shot back, calm but sharp. "You could have called me before you posted screenshots." Silence. The air was thick. Tension heavy. Drake reportedly tried to break it, saying, "Y'all bigger than this, man." Kodak looked at 21 and said, "It's not about big. It's about real." 21 nodded. "Then act real." The room went quiet again. And after that, Kodak stood up and walked out. No handshake, no truce. Just silence, as one insider said later. That was the moment everyone realized, this ain't squashed. This might never be squashed. The fans could feel it too. The internet wasn't ready for what happened next. Because in the days after that failed meeting, Kodak would do something so bold, so shocking, it would flip the story upside down again. He wasn't done exposing, not yet. The night after that failed peace meeting, Kodak's energy changed. No more lives, no more subtweets. No more rants. For the first time in weeks, he went completely silent. Fans thought maybe he was cooling off. Maybe Drake's talk had gotten through to him. But behind closed doors, something else was happening. Kodak wasn't done. He was just loading up. According to sources close to his camp, Kodak spent 3 straight nights in the studio, barely eating or sleeping. He told his engineer, "If they want to play industry games, I'ma play real life." Nobody knew what he meant until the morning of the BET Hip Hop Awards. That's when Kodak Black dropped Snake Eyes. It wasn't just a song. It was a statement. The track opened with a haunting beat, slow piano, thunder in the background, then Kodak's voice, low and cold. "They told me watch my back. I shoulda watched my brother. Said he ride for me." Now he riding undercover, loyalty a word they use when cameras rollin', but off the mic, that loyalty gets stolen. Fans immediately knew this wasn't subliminal. This was direct. The second verse cut even deeper. Industry twins, but he switched up the name, sold out the streets for a chart and some fame. "I showed you love when they counted you out. Now you countin' my flaws with your label's mouth." Boom, the internet exploded. TikTok flooded with breakdowns. Twitter was chaos. YouTube reactors couldn't upload fast enough. Kodak had basically dropped a career-ending expose in lyrical form. And then came the final verse, the one that made everyone's jaw drop. "You talkin' all this brother talk on the gram, but behind my back you told them I was unstable. Damn, you tried to block my feature, stopped my bag twice, and still smiled at me like we tight. That's ice." Fans lost it. Because those were the exact words from the leaked DMs, word for word. Kodak wasn't just confirming them. He was doubling down. By the afternoon, Snake Eyes hit 1 million views. By night, it was trending #1 on YouTube. Every comment section said the same thing. Savage might not recover from this. This worse than Meek versus Drake. Kodak just buried a whole friendship. But then came the biggest twist of all, because 21 Savage finally decided to respond. That same night, he went live for the first time since the drama began. No music, no cryptic tweets, just 21 sitting in a dark room, face serious. "Y'all take this internet stuff too far," he started. "Y'all don't know what really go on behind the scenes. Me and bro had differences, yeah, but y'all don't understand the business side. Y'all want beef, I wanted peace." The comments blew up. Then why the DMs? "You lied to that man." "Stop gaslighting Kodak." But 21 wasn't done. He leaned closer to the camera and said, I never said nothing behind that man's back. Them fake screenshots got y'all fooled. But if bro wanna make it about music, let's make it about music. Just know I don't lose. And then he smirked. That smirk alone sent the internet spiraling again. Within 24 hours, rumors started circulating that 21 had a response track in the vault, supposedly called Mirror Games. Industry insiders claimed it was so personal it made back-to-back look soft. But before 21 could drop anything, something else hit the timeline. A leaked voice recording. Out of nowhere, a mysterious clip started spreading online. It was allegedly 21's voice, talking to someone on the phone. You could hear him saying, "I can't work with him no more. Bro, a liability. He be wildin' too much online. Ain't good for business." The internet went nuclear. Was it real? Was it fake? Nobody could confirm. But the damage was done. Kodak reposted the clip with a cryptic caption, "Ain't nothing faker than fake love." He didn't tag 21, he didn't mention the call, but everyone knew what he meant. Fans began calling this feud the Cold War of hip-hop. It wasn't just about bars anymore. It was about trust, betrayal, and survival in an industry built on ego and silence. And just when everyone thought things couldn't get any darker, Drake stepped in, again. That same weekend, during his Toronto concert, Drake paused the show mid-set. He looked out at the crowd and said, "I just want to say, sometimes brothers fall out, but real ones always find their way back." Fans screamed, thinking he was talking about 21 and Kodak. But Drake didn't confirm. He just smiled and kept performing. Still, blogs went wild. Drake trying to reconcile 21 and Kodak live on stage. Drake speaks on the beef, calls them both brothers. Behind the scenes, though, the truth was messier. Multiple insiders claimed 21 was furious at Drake for even mentioning it. He felt like Drake was feeding the drama. Meanwhile, Kodak took Drake's words as a challenge. He reportedly told his manager, "I ain't no lost brother. I'm done." Then came the interview. A week later, Kodak sat down with DJ Academics. Fans waited for it like it was the Super Bowl, and Kodak didn't hold back. When Ak asked if there was any chance of reconciliation, Kodak leaned forward, looked straight at the camera, and said, "Man, I learned something. You can't call everybody your twin. Some folks your twin until you start shining brighter than they light." Ak pressed him. "So y'all done?" Kodak nodded slowly. "Ain't no beef, but it's over. Once trust gone, it's gone." That clip went viral instantly. Millions of views in hours. Fans flooded the comments with heartbreak. Damn, not the twins breaking up. This era of collabs really over, huh? Hip-hop lost one with this fallout. But just when everyone thought the story was wrapping up, Kodak pulled one final move that nobody expected. 2 weeks later, he posted a photo. No caption, just a picture. It showed him standing in front of a studio mic wearing all white. In the background, on a chalkboard, were 3 words written in bold letters: "No friends needed." That was it. No teaser, no date, no context. But industry heads knew what it meant. Kodak was officially entering a new era. No fake bonds, no half-love, no backdoor energy. He was making it clear. He didn't need validation from anyone, not even his former twin. And in a surprising twist, 21 liked the post. That single tap, a silent acknowledgement, sent the internet into a frenzy. Was it respect? Was it shade? Nobody knew. But one fan summed it up perfectly in the comments. "It's crazy. They both hurt each other, but deep down they still got love. That's real life right there." Because at the end of the day, the Kodak versus 21 story wasn't just about rap. It was about friendship, the kind that fame, pride, and betrayal can't survive. Both men had built empires. Both had scars to show for it. And as the dust settled, one thing became crystal clear. Sometimes the loudest ending is silence. As of now, Snake Eyes sits at 70 million views. Cold Blooded sits right behind it. Neither rapper has spoken directly to the other since that night. But fans still hope, maybe one day, in a studio somewhere, they'll let the music heal what pride destroyed. Until then, the world just watches, waiting for the next verse, the next hint, the next chance at closure. Because in hip-hop, no feud ever really ends. It just fades into legend, and there you have it, y'all. Kodak Black and 21 Savage, 2 rappers who once called each other brothers, now standing on opposite sides of loyalty, pride, and pain. From late-night studio sessions to backdoor deals, from DMs to diss tracks, this wasn't just another internet beef. This was personal, A friendship that started with real love, ended with silent hate, and left fans wondering if fame always comes with a price tag. But the craziest part? Nobody really won. Kodak got his truth off, but at what cost? And 21? He's still standing tall, but with fans side-eyeing every move. Both artists built legacies off realness. But now, even that word feels tested. One thing's for sure. This story ain't over. In hip-hop, silence doesn't mean peace. It just means the next move's loading. But what do you think? Was Kodak right for airing it all out? Or did 21 Savage handle it like a real one by staying silent? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this one got the entire culture talking. And don't forget, if you're rocking with the breakdown, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss the next twist in this wild world of rap drama. Because over here, we don't just talk music, we break down the truth behind the fame. This is hip-hop's real-life reality show, and trust me, the next episode's already writing itself.